Wow.
We're live.
We're back.
Dang. Episode what?
13.
14, bro. It's 14.
It's 14?
I don't know, man. Either way,
think
13
it's
or 14.
13.
That's when you know you got too many episodes going on, is when you can't remember which number
We've
you're
been
on.
going back to back every week.
Yeah. And actually, I got really sick. And so it set us back a little bit. But we're back on it.
I feel like you're a little close to me today.
No, I know. I don't know why you're scooting away from me, bro. Like,
I don't want to get sick.
I know, right? Like, dang, I'm not sick anymore, bro.
I don't know, bro. You were sick for a little minute. I'm scared.
Dude, I had some. What is beyond COVID? Like, what's the next step from COVID?
I don't know. Dead.
Dead. I think I was dead, bro.
But today we got a special guest.
Special guest, our first woman on the pod. I mean, let's give it up for Maleny G.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the pod.
Hi, guys.
Yes.
How are you?
Thanks for having us in your store.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
It's nice. It's decorated for Valentine's Day, which is next week, I think, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, next week.
You got
go ahead.
You got a little something going on for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, we did a collection with one of my friends. She does YouTube. Her name is Raylene.
Okay.
So we pieced together things that she kind of wanted for Valentine's Day.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So it was
inspired by her.
Inspired by her, yeah.
Cool.
So it's 2 satin dresses. Then it jumps into something sexier like lace, and then lingerie piece.
Nice.
So yeah, they were handpicked by her.
And they can pick the pieces all up here.
Yeah, here in the shop, or I have them online too. So
Oh, really?
I have some orders going out today. So we dropped it last week because I wanted it to be kind of ready for Valentine's Day,
Sure.
as far as shipping.
Yep.
So they could have it for
Valentine's Day, yeah.
Nice.
Do you get a lot of that where ladies are hitting you like, hey, I wore this for this big event. I wore this for this, or my anniversary or something?
For sure. Or sometimes girls will just DM me and be like, hey, Maleny, I have this going on. I don't know what to wear. What do you think? And then they'll just ask me for recommendations.
So you're kind of like their stylist.
For sure, yeah.
Oh, you gotta start charging.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I'm having a boutique definitely comes with the styling part because I think it is more curated. So especially the last few years, I think I've focused more on curating outfits or pieces together.
Yeah.
So it definitely becomes a styling service.
And you like that, right?
Yeah, I think that's probably the part that keeps me going for it. And just the creative part, putting the collections together is probably my favorite part.
Okay. Yeah.
And you do that often. It's
Yeah, I try to do a couple a year, but it really just depends. I think I've become a very flow with energy type of person. So it's just whatever feels right, you know. I had a collection I was going to do for New Year's, and then it just was not coming together. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait and do it right for Valentine's Day, you know.
Got it.
So I still put something together for New Year's, but not in the original idea I had, you know.
Got it.
Have you ever went the other way where you rushed it and just put it out and it ended up doing good or bad, or do you always go off the vibe? And
let me think.
Because I feel like I do that sometimes. If I'm I have a plan, it's not going right, I'm I still got to get it out and just get it out.
No, I mean, that I think happens with our regular, I get new arrivals every week, if not every 2 weeks. So aside from the collection, I still had new arrivals. That kind of just happens usually sometimes with the new arrivals because it's the store's getting empty per se, and I got to put shit out, and it might not be putting the content together as much as I wanted. So I end up just doing shooting here in the store. So I use the fitting room a lot. And then I'll do either me, if I'll first hit up one of my friends, you know, hey, when can you come shoot? And if they tell me they can't soon, or they can, but it's in 2 weeks, I'm okay, let's still schedule that. But I'm going to do it today.
Yeah. You're going to knock
because
them out,
by the time that they're available, I'll have something else I need to shoot.
Got it. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
I mean, it is Maleny G shop, so they want to see Maleny.
Yeah, I didn't used to really be on the store page until very recent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's go a little back.
Okay.
Let's go a little back. So, you have been doing this for how long? Selling. Let's just talk about selling the clothes.
Selling clothes. Okay, so I started selling clothes in June of 2016.
16. Okay, gotcha. And then before that, you were doing photography.
Yeah, before that, I had like a office job and I was doing photography like as a hobby.
So like that's something that you enjoyed doing, the photography piece.
For sure, yeah. Like I was going to school for marketing. So that was really kind of like where I bounced into photography. Like I wanted to create like campaigns and stuff like that, which is essentially like what I'm doing now for the shop. But like back then I wanted to just do it for like any company, you know?
Gotcha.
So I was doing photography like for any like local like brands or any kind of anybody that asked me, you know, like I did like some concert pics.
Oh, nice. Okay.
For like some openers. I think then they had opened for Talib Kweli and then they had asked me for their pictures. So it was just like one of those things that starts to trickle, you know?
You were on some real hip hop shit.
Yeah, I was like super fire. Like
Talib Kweli?
Yeah, I was like super little tomboy like in high school and college. So when I was just doing pictures, it was like whoever asked me, and then I met this girl who had like a clothing brand, but it was more streetwear. So I kind of became like her main photographer. Okay. But then when she stopped doing her brand, and I was just kind of like, okay, like who else am I taking pictures for? And I used to shop more at like, nothing against like streetwear and like logos, but like I'm not huge on it.
Yeah.
So I used to shop at like the little Asian markets or little Asian stores, you know, like the like Papaya or Wave. And then I don't know, I was just like, okay, they're getting their clothes from somewhere. Mm-hmm. Like where is it from? You know?
Yeah.
I used to be a business banker. So everything that's a business, I always try to like break it down. I'm like, how are they doing that?
Yep.
So that's kind of how I got into the shop. Like I just started to like kind of break it down, started to Google, YouTube, and I just told like the people at my bank, like, I'm gonna register a business account for myself. And they're like, okay, like you do that, girl.
Yeah.
So yeah, as soon as I did that, like I got my licensing like right away. That all happened like in June, in that June.
2016. Damn.
So then when did you buy your first like clothes to sell? Was that kind of scary for you?
To find it though. So you said the Asian stores had it. Did you ask them any questions, or you just went on your own?
No, I didn't.
She was low-key taking pictures of sneaking around.
No, I wasn't. But like what I wasn't looking at theirs like, oh my god, I'm gonna get the exact same thing. I was just looking like, I was just thinking like, where is the source? You know?
Right, it has to come from somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like,
gotcha.
So then I think I had went home and looked through my closet and looked at my tags, like where am I buying stuff from? And I remember one specific name of a vendor, and so then I Googled it. Okay. And then that's kind of how I fell down like a rabbit hole of like finding suppliers, you know?
Got you. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
This was before Alibaba?
Alibaba. This is
before Alibaba Temu?
Yes.
Dang, you just Googled it.
Wait, that's crazy. I thought maybe you just like asked them like, hey, you know.
No, I did have actually another customer, who she used to have like a little clothing store inside of the Phoenix Marketplace.
Oh yeah.
She was one of my customers at the bank. Like she had a business account with me, and so I did tell her like, hey, like I've been Googling, I kind of want to start something online, and she told me like, oh, go here.
Okay.
So she kind of gave me like confirmation because I had already
your research
found that my research was like accurate. And so that kind of just that spiraled really fast. So like as soon as I got the
manufacturer info.
No, literally as soon as I got the TPT like in the mail, like I went to LA.
Got it.
Okay. You're like, I'm going to the source, not ordering anything. I'm gonna go.
I didn't buy anything. The first time I went to Fashion District, I literally just like, it was so overwhelming, and I'm naturally like a shyer person. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know like what to ask or where to go. Yeah. Like I literally just walked. I walked in one place that had like way too much stuff. I just felt so overwhelmed, and like I went home.
And for people that don't know, in LA they have like these back alleyways that is like the Fashion District, and they have all these stores where you can go and you can ask to put your actual brand on it if you want. But it's just
they're
like
showrooms, essentially. Well, there's like Los Callejones that's like open to the public, but then there is like an actual Fashion District
you need the license
to purchase.
Gotcha.
That's more like bulk, right?
Yeah, you can't
That's what they
buy just
want,
one
yeah.
piece.
Yeah, wholesale.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't just buy one piece. Everything does come like pre-packed. So
Got you. So the first time you didn't even
no,
grab
I
anything.
didn't even know like how the packs worked, anything. I didn't grab anything.
Dang, sounds like she's trying to pick up some work. She's like, I don't know how those packs.
I need 30 packs.
I don't know how those packs are moving.
I know, right? So I could see that. Like you just go in there, you're really just trying to feel it out a little
Yeah,
bit,
I'm
right?
like, okay,
Act
how
like you
am
know
I
what's
gonna
going
do
on.
this? Yeah,
Right.
I'm like, how am I gonna do this?
What was the name of your shop? Like your LLC? Was it you always been?
Yeah, it's always been. Oh, actually, no. At first, I didn't know what I was gonna name it. So then I registered an LLC just under like my initials. I think it was like MAGM or something
Okay.
like that, like
Okay.
based off like my first and last name. But when I got the space, so fast forward in December was when I got that same year was when I got the other space, the little tiny one.
Your first space.
My first space.
Got you.
office
So real quick, you ended up going back to LA and buying a bunch of stuff, I'm guessing.
Yeah, not a bunch.
Okay.
I think I only spent like $600 to $700.
Okay, that's a good
Yeah.
investment, especially for your first business,
First
right?
time, yeah.
So you saved, you had $600-700 and you went down there like, okay, now I know I'm going to go here and I'm going to buy $600-700 worth of
Worth
stuff.
of inventory.
Got
yeah.
you. So that must have been
my
exciting.
First batch, yeah.
That must have been exciting.
No, I was so like inexperienced. I spent it all in one vendor. Like
Oh,
okay.
I spent it all in one place.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
They were.
What kind of stuff was it?
It was basics. Like I think I had like a t-shirt dress. I know all my first pieces. It was like a top that was like two-toned.
Okay.
It was like a two-toned. Everything was like
So
under $20.
you believed in this?
I believed
these
in it. Yeah, I believed in
Yeah.
these pieces. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
They
So,
were
yeah.
pieces I would have worn.
Uh-huh.
You know?
Gotcha. And you took them to the house though, right?
I took him to my house. Yeah, I had like this little like office room.
So you turned into. Have you seen Baby Boy when he's like selling the girls' clothes out of the trunk?
Oh, yeah,
Have you
yeah.
seen that
No,
movie? So-
I've heard of it, but I'm
Yeah.
not a big movie person.
Okay,
honestly.
okay. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he goes and gets like that
A
from
lot of
somebody,
stuff.
and he's like selling girls' dresses at like salons and like going around town selling them.
Yeah, he's like
Is
out
that
of his
kind of what
trunk.
you were doing, or like they were coming to you?
Kind of. So like I wanted to be like online based. And so when I got everything, my plan was I'm going to take pictures of it all, make a website, put it on the website and like let people order.
Okay.
So I like did a photo shoot with my friends. Honestly, through everything, every friend that I have usually is always like, okay, whatever, I'll just do it. you
Yeah.
know? So I had asked two of my friends, their names are Denise and Jazz, and they came to my house. We did the pictures. I set up the white screen, and yeah, then literally I think it was like 4th of July weekend. Like I posted like my launch.
Nice.
It was like
How'd it go?
Quick.
It went pretty well. Like I think I made the investment back within the first week.
Oh, nice.
And then after that, it was just like profit.
Sure.
But I didn't touch that money. I was like, that's the store's money. And
For
so
more inventory.
I bought more stuff.
Yeah, flipped it. Okay. Nice.
I was already like on this high, like, oh my God, I need to buy more stuff. Like,
Yeah.
so
Pretty good.
yeah, it was
So
cool.
you didn't sell out though.
No, I didn't sell
I mean, it's
out.
still good, though, right?
Yeah, I didn't know like that many people, if that makes sense. Like
Mm-hmm.
I think I was pretty much in like my bubble. Like I sold to like friends, and then my coworkers. I made my coworkers buy stuff for their daughters because like I was the youngest one.
Okay.
Yeah, just like word of mouth. Like my aunts, like
Got it.
yeah.
Anybody you knew
Anybody
that could, yeah.
was like, hey, do you like this? You want to buy something from me? I started a store.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you start like an Instagram for it yet?
yeah,
or-
I started Instagram, and then within the first few months, I started the Instagram like at 0, and then within the first few months, I had got to like a couple thousand followers. So I was like, okay, this is back then. It was
Wow,
big.
that's a
you know?
lot.
Yeah, for sure.
What
Yeah.
were you posting at that time? Just
Just the
actual
clothes, yeah, and like I was posting the clothes, but then I posted like the initial drop, but then I was like restyling it. So then it was like, okay, this is the same dress, but I'm putting it with something
With
different.
the jacket
That's
over.
smart.
Yeah,
That's
even if
smart,
like
yeah.
I wasn't selling the other piece, I was just
Smart.
like restyling it.
Wait,
That
so
helps
that
sell
was
it.
you in those ones?
No. Like
The
I was
homies?
styling girls.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. So you weren't on any
No,
of those.
at that point I hadn't never posted myself on the
Okay,
store page.
gotcha.
Yeah.
So then you started doing the sales, and then when did you kind of get into your first location?
I started to think of the idea of a location like maybe around October of that year.
That's pretty quick.
It was so quick. It was just like really overwhelming, and people would come over to my house, like, and at first it was just girls that I knew, you know. So then I was like, oh, it's fine, like you can come to my house. But then it was like, oh, girl, I told my friend about how you're selling clothes, and like I think it's so cool. I think it was very like people weren't seeing that back then, so they wanted to support, like, not just like the clothes was cute, but they wanted to support like the idea of me.
Small business, yeah.
Small business, yeah. So I think one weekend I had sold like $2,000 worth of stuff, and I was like, that was a lot of money, you know, for what it was.
And they were all at your house?
Yeah, girls would just pop up, and like I would like make them schedule an appointment and be like, oh, I'm coming at 11. It literally be like all day. Oh, I have a girl coming at 11. I have a girl coming at 2.
That's
like,
tight.
Throughout the day, girls were just coming, you know.
And
Are you still working?
I was still working full time. I was working more than full time. I used to be a mortgage assistant for when I was ready to open the shop, you know, like the last 6 months of my life in that time. I had just got that job. I used to work at the bank as a business banker for like 4 years. And somebody I knew had moved to mortgage and was like, I think you'll kill it here. Like, you're great with people. So she hired me, basically. She stole me from the bank. And it was a good job, but I used to work like 50 hours a week, if not more, you know? Like, I'd have to be there at 7. I would get home at like 7, 8 sometimes, just long days. But I cared about the shop so much. Like, when I would get home, I would work on like, you know, orders or the website or plan or look at inventory. I would be looking at inventory while I was at work, like, like possible inventory, you know? I just became really consumed with it. So I think that helped me like be more willing to take the leap. You know?
And when you were selling all this stuff, did you have your own spot, or this was at your parents'
spot? Was at my house. Oh, I owned a house.
Okay, so you had your own house.
Yeah.
So the
like
neighbors,
not a Roswell. Like, come in.
So the neighbors thought you were selling drugs too.
Well, because
It's like, I got 30 packs.
I know.
I became like a business banker fairly young. So at that point, I was like 24 when I started the shop, but I had already been working in my career per se for a couple of years, and I had the opportunity to buy a house, and so I did.
Dope. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So you took a scary leap then when you actually left, because now you had your house.
Yeah,
you
I had a mortgage, but back then mortgages were cheap. It was like
Compared to what they are today.
Yeah, my mortgage was like not even $1,000, like $900.
I'm with you. Yeah, I did the same thing around
I'm
that
like,
time.
damn, I can't believe I didn't keep that house.
Oh, so you got rid of it?
I got rid of it, but it was more so like the story progresses, you know. A lot happened. I owned that house, but who like lived in the house with me was like my partner at that time.
Gotcha.
And when I started the store, I think that was kind of like one of our bigger breaking points. Obviously, there was a lot of other issues, but I think it was more like an ego thing, and he just couldn't like see me.
The support wasn't there?
The support was not there.
Dang, that's so important. Like, we talk about this a lot.
It's so important. It was like I supported him through kind of like his own little endeavor, and that wasn't working. So it was like, okay, it's your turn to put like your big boy pants on. Like, I already had the office job. Now we got to switch, you know? And he was with it at first, but then he wasn't with it. So then he just left.
What? Because he saw you like doing so well, you think, or like what?
I think so. I think it was like really intimidating, probably. When I talked to him like the last time about it, he was just kind of like apologetic. But I was like, yeah, I think there was just too much, and it was just like a time in my life where I kind of needed more of the support, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, it was meant to not work out, trust.
Gotcha.
But in that time, that's kind of like how things happened, you know?
Yeah.
It was like I started the store, freaking left, and then I was like now stuck with the mortgage, the store rent, and it was like, that was kind of like one of the biggest things that pushed me through, you know? Because I'm like, I have to make it work no matter what.
Yeah. So you got the location. Where was that at?
It was off of 19th Ave and Camelback.
Okay, so 19th Avenue, Camelback. How big was it?
It was little, like 600 square feet.
Okay,
like,
that's a perfect beginner, first store, yeah.
It was small, but I got it kind of like renovated. So at that point, I didn't think I was gonna quit. I don't know why. I was like, no, like if I'm selling on the weekends at home, like I could do that there, you know, like I'll just have weekend hours or see if someone can help me. Like, I'm not going to quit. So I had like maybe a week of vacation time like piled up. So then I was like, perfect. I'm going to take a vacation to open the shop.
Got it.
So I took my week off. And then basically that whole week I was working and like trying to get the store ready. And I was like, there's no way like I can go back to like my 9 to 5. There's no way.
Because you had set it up, you had it all going.
Yeah, I was going to work for a week. Like I had the opening, I think it was a Saturday, and I still worked that Friday before the opening.
Wow.
Like I still worked at my regular job, clocked out, and I was like, okay, I got to go over there, finish setting up for tomorrow.
How'd the opening go?
It went great. It went so good. Like there was a line.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was good. Like opening weekend was like really good. Like I sold like pretty well, and it was like additional confirmation. Like
I was gonna say the confidence must have been through the roof.
Yeah, I was just like, I've never sold this much like in one time. You know?
Yeah.
So it was really cool. It was really cool to see like my family come together, my friends come together. Everyone came to kind of like support me.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was amazing. And then after that, I was just like,
so did you walk to work and like do the burger at the face? Boom, I quit. You're like, F you, you're cool.
I used to have like a work laptop, and I remember like going on my work laptop and seeing like all the emails, and I just text my manager and I told him like, I don't know if I'm gonna go back to work. And then he was like, what do you mean? And this was maybe like 3 or 4 days like into the vacation. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, I'm gonna call you like on Friday, you know, like I'll let you know like what's going on, because they knew that I had an online store, but they did not know that I had started to open like a little location.
Got it. Wow. Okay. But did they know you were doing good too with it?
Well, yeah, they would see like me excited about like the Instagram, because I would be like, look guys, like I got 5,000 followers, and they'd be like, okay, that's cool. And like I would show them like all the videos and pictures like I would do. They were older, so like they didn't, not that they didn't give a fuck, but like
they were just like, okay, and then move
that's
on.
Cool. Yeah.
Like we got a job to do type thing.
Yeah, it's like we gotta get these people in their home, you know, because it was like we were selling mortgages. So they were supportive, like they weren't like mean or anything. And actually, shout out to him, he was really cool. When I called him and I told him like, hey, I opened this little location and I realized it's gonna need more of my time and energy than, you know, I thought. And like I after this weekend, like I kind of have a cushion, you know, to just take the leap. He was just like, okay, like let me help you, let me give you the rest of like your paid time off or whatever. Oh, wow. And I still got one more check from them.
Nice.
So yeah, that was like, he was really kind for that. He didn't have to do that.
You didn't burn the bridge?
I didn't burn the bridge, no.
We talked about burning bridges. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, who would you say around that time was your biggest support? Like ever since then, besides I know the situation that fell off, but was there someone, maybe a family member or anybody that was always like supporting you at that time, or were you kind of solo?
I think my family, well, my mom for sure, but I think I've always been like a type of person that like it doesn't matter who's behind me, like if I'm gonna stand for what I stand for, and I felt really passionate about it, so
it didn't
like,
matter.
Yeah, it really didn't matter, because like obviously my mom's support, my parents' support is great, but at the end of the day, it's like she's gonna do it, even if we don't support her, so might as well, you know.
Yeah. So you've always been like that.
I've always been like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, she's gonna do
like,
it. She's gonna do it.
Yeah. So to fast forward just a little bit here, the store went well. Obviously, you know, you quit your job.
Yes.
Okay, you said deuces. And then so you started,
peace
out. Instagram was popping. Now you're like, am I running out of space? Or like, what was the decision to be like, I think I'm ready for a new location?
It took time. That was 3 years I spent there.
Okay.
3 years I spent at that location. It didn't happen overnight, even if it felt like it was happening overnight. I just like, at that point, I just kept, you know, getting more inventory, paying my bills, just kind of trying to grow. I was driving from Goodyear all the way out to the location, and then that's when I was like, you know, what am I going to do about the house? And that's when I decided to move. I decided to move downtown, and like I sold the house.
Got it.
So
was there anything that happened at that location that like helped you gain more followers or gain more people that made you want to get the next
bigger
location?
location?
Or
Yeah.
was it just gradual?
I think it was like I started to be more open and I started to like meet more people. Like I made more work relationships,
Okay.
you know, and then it's like they're coming to the shop to like promote and stuff like that. So I started to feel kind of like embarrassed of the location because it was
when they
like
would post
so
videos and stuff.
and so kind of hidden. Yeah. And then after, it was just gradually. I had like one like anniversary party there, I think I remember, and it did really good.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I was like, I need to find a bigger space.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way, like, if I'm gonna be like hosting people and like I want to carry as much inventory or just make it feel more like open. Like, you know, when you go into a store and it feels so congested,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it was starting to feel that way there.
Got it.
And I didn't want that for the shop. So I don't know. I was just like, it's going to come to me if it needs to come to me. And it did, you know, like I was able to get the space for not much more than like what I was paying there. So
Oh, nice.
it was kind of like, you got to take it now. And honestly, when I got this space, I wasn't really ready for it. I think I wasn't even ready for the other space.
I feel like in this game, like when you're an entrepreneur, when you're self-employed, you're never ready for the next
you
step.
never feel ready for the next
feel
step. Yeah.
This is a lot bigger.
This is a lot, like 3 times the size.
3 times the size. And you're like, the location is insane.
Yeah, the location is great. Like I have a big window, right on the big street.
Yeah.
You know, I got the end of the building, so then the whole end of the building is pink.
It's pink, yeah.
Yeah,
Which
like,
is
you
really
can't
cool.
miss
When I was
it.
turning, I'm like, where's... Oh, okay,
Oh,
I see the
yeah.
pink building there.
Which I think is super dope.
Yeah.
Like it stands out. Like
It
I
just
remember the
works
first time I
out.
saw it, I was like, oh shit, there it is. Like I see it on Instagram and there it is right there. It's cool.
I know, it reminded me of that spot in LA.
Sorella? Yeah,
they
a lot
had
of
that
girls tell
big
me
old
that.
wall. They're not there anymore, but
They're not, but it's such a like staple, like iconic space.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like everybody took pictures in front of that wall.
yeah. Was there them being one of them, or is there any influences that you saw when you were coming up that were kind of doing what you were doing, or?
I saw like a lot of other boutiques, honestly, but I didn't find out about Sorella until after I already had the store.
Oh, okay.
Because somebody told me that they're like, your store reminds me of Sorella. So I was like, I'm gonna look it up. And then I found her YouTube, and then she does like the whole
the
YouTube
family stuff.
Yeah, and I'm like, she's sick, honestly.
Yeah.
She's an Aquarius too.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. But no, I did see this other girl. She doesn't have a boutique anymore, but she would also post like her journey, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to say like I had like, oh my God, one person I'm like, I want to be just like them, you know? Like I do get inspiration and I think
Sure.
it's awesome, but I think everyone has their own journey, you know? And like mine's is probably going to be way different than theirs. So
Yeah.
like there's nothing to be kind of like envious of. It's more so like, oh, that is cool. And like we have a lot of similar like ideas.
Yep. We're almost at 30 minutes here, and I kind of wanted to give your listeners a little bit of a different view of you as well. We talked about this a little bit about like balancing personal life,
Yes.
and then obviously being an entrepreneur. So being an entrepreneur, you know, you even said it like you're putting in a lot of hours to get everything
Yes.
going and working on the weekends and doing all this other stuff. Like, how do you balance? Like at that point, I'm guessing like dating, you know, was kind of like going on as well, or you know, I don't know, like any type of relationship, like. Can you talk a little bit about that? Like, how did you balance like your personal life with being an entrepreneur?
I think being like a shop owner has become my whole life, but luckily now I feel like I have a partner who is pretty supporting of that, and he kind of just lets me do as I need, you know? He'll just be like, okay, call me when you're done, like let me know how it went. But it's never like hasn't really been an issue.
Gotcha. So like, were you kind of like during this time of you being at the other location, like transitioning to this one, was it difficult to like just be able to date? Yeah.
I tried dating previous to my boyfriend now. It wasn't difficult because like I feel like guys like think it's cool that I have a shop. Like that's always like the thing, like, oh my God, you have a business. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But and so I think that could be like an initial attraction to like curiosity about
Yeah.
me, you know? But
Like a sugar mama, they think.
yeah,
they're
and
you're
I'm like,
rich.
oh, you know, have you guys seen those memes where it's like, oh, he called me big money.
Oh,
You don't gotta worry about me. No.
yeah.
So they're hoping you're going to
Yeah,
pick
like
up the
I'm
tab.
still a woman.
Dang.
I'm still a woman, so I'm
I mean,
still
that is
expected
kind of
to be
fire. I'm not going to lie.
courted.
Like, if you're dating and your chick has her own business, you're like, oh, that is kind of
I just think it's interesting. Anybody that has their own, I wouldn't say their own, but just like a successful person. I think people see you as being successful.
No, so I think that's what it's been like before. I've never like paid attention to that or worried about that. But like with T, he's very like, just because you have it doesn't mean you have to get it, So he's more like, oh, what can I help you? Let me order this for you for the shop, or
that's cool.
Gotcha.
It's just very supportive. So it kind of has made my life a little bit easier right now.
And how'd you end up meeting him?
I met him. How did I meet Thomas? I met him because I already knew him actually.
Oh, okay.
So he used to work somewhere that I used to go, and we just always kind of kept in touch through social media, but not like excessively. Like I didn't know anything about him personally, just knew him like very generally.
Of him, yeah.
Yeah, but until last year, we ended up like both being like in the same proximity. It was like Super Bowl weekend, and then he was like, "Oh my God, you're there," and I was there, and we talked that day, and ever since then we just like never stopped talking.
That's cool.
He was just like, "I've had a crush on you for years. Or you always had a boyfriend." I'm like, "Oh, sorry."
He's like, I've been waiting.
Dang, you've been waiting, just chilling.
Like, sorry, I've been.
Did you know?
No, I didn't think he had a crush on me at all. Like, I thought he was cool. I was like, oh, he's nice. Like, he never hit on me before, ever.
I feel like that's how it is. Like, girls just be doing their own thing, and the guy's like, damn, I think she likes me too.
She said, what's up?
She said what's up.
Yeah, no, I never knew he liked me back then.
That's cool. Okay.
That is cool. I mean, like, again, it's got to be difficult. Like, we're both married. So, like, even to, like, manage that relationship.
Yeah,
it can be
hard.
It can be really, really hard. Like,
yeah, it sometimes, like, we go, like, a few days without seeing each other, and we're like, I'm busy, you're busy. Like, I can't wait to see you,
Yeah.
But it's like he gets the bigger picture, and I do too. It's like I want to get certain things done, and he wants to get certain things done. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I feel like that support just makes you do things that maybe you wouldn't have. Because, like, even me, I always talk about I wouldn't have quit my job if my wife was like, I don't know if you should do that.
No, yeah, it makes all the difference.
Yeah, so the fact that she was like, no, do it. Like, we'll be good. That gives you that extra push. Like, okay.
Yeah,
it's a commitment from both of you guys. Yeah.
Because, like, I had a shoot on Monday, and then he was out of town, and then he'll just be like, it's fine. Just take care of it. Like, we'll make time, and we do. So.
Yeah, well,
if you care enough, you'll
make time.
I feel like that's like that. That's when you know you're like in more of an adult relationship.
No, yeah, like we're in our 30s, so like we're definitely like more in an adult relationship.
Right. Where before it'd be like, no, just pass on
like,
that. Let's
why
go.
did he text me back?
Yeah, or something crazy, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, and then I see that you're working with a lot of influencers. Is that something that like you're friends with the people, or like how do you kind of like navigate
get the
that
connection? Honestly, I think I've been really blessed in that aspect. Like, it has happened very naturally, and it has happened like pretty organically as well. I just like either they reach out to me or I reach out to them, and then we just became friends. It becomes more than just work. But like with Ray, I had seen her on Instagram maybe like 4 years ago, and I literally had just wrote her. I was like, hey, like I like your page, and I'd love to like do some fashion content with you if like that's something you're interested in. And she was like, yeah, like I'll come in. And she came into the shop. She was super nice. I gifted her like a couple of pieces, and she posted them, and it did help like my engagement. So
nice.
That was kind of how I made the connection with her, and we've just kind of been friends ever since.
And that's like a strategy of yours, right? Is to work with different influencers around the valley?
Yeah, I like to work with just different people. Like, it doesn't have to be like super influencer, but I do think it does help, because that's like it's beneficial on both ends. Like they're trying to create content, and they're gonna get something out of it, and then I'm gonna just get like views.
Yeah, I feel like you've built like your business around. I mean, I wouldn't say around that, but I think like people it's a big part.
Media,
like
social media is a huge part,
which I think it helps a lot. And then the whole like the way that you do the I think it like the transitions of people like coming out, like you talked about. That's something that like you just kind of started and kept going with, right? Because now I see like other people do it, and I'm like, can't be taking that. You know what you do?
Yeah, like the little fashion videos. I don't know. We're just like, we need to do like I don't know. I just always like being creative. So once I do like something, I'm like, okay, like if it's not broken, don't fix it. So then I'll just keep redoing it,
Yeah, I feel like that's something we've talked about many times too, is like the best businesses do great consistency, but also when you can do so many things. Like you knew how to take pictures, you knew like you're a little creative here, you know how to go get the stuff yourself. Like you're playing like 10 different roles.
Oh, I have like all the hats on at all times, but I think that it's just because like I'm also like, even if I don't know something, like I'm willing to learn it, you know. So it's like, I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out somehow.
Yeah. I'll Google
if I
it.
don't, like, YouTube will tell me, or
Yeah, for sure.
literally. So
Have you ever thought about doing like YouTube content and stuff like that? I know it's a whole other.
lot,
yeah, honestly, like as much as I am on social media for the store, like I'm not like that extroverted. So like
It is really hard.
yeah, I'm like I enjoy my like little personal space. So I don't
makes
know.
sense.
Do you get recognized a lot, like in the city? Because like this is like a big
Sometimes,
staple.
yeah, it depends. I don't do too much, but sometimes like if I'm out eating or something, yeah, like they'll be like, "Oh my god, don't you have
The shop?"
I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I know. I remember you said a story about
gets noticed all the
someone.
time.
What happened?
You get noticed all the time, dude. This fucking dude's famous, bro.
Yeah, right. But anyways, bro, you made me forget my story. Oh
true,
no,
bro.
it was you were saying how when someone came in and they're like, "Are the owners nice?" And you're just like,
Oh, yeah.
they're nice."
Yeah,
but it's
she
you."
didn't know it was me. Yeah, but
You
Are
just
the
play
owners
that
nice?
role.
You're like, I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, they treat me
I just
great.
started.
Yeah,
just
so
started.
even like my personal page, like I use it, but I don't use it as much.
Oh, so you have a separate personal page too?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay,
do.
okay.
Yeah, but like that one, sometimes I don't post on it for like a week, you know, and nobody like notices. Like if I don't post on the shop page for a week, then people are like, "Are you
What's
guys
going
open?"
on? Yeah. That's how my personal is. I probably haven't posted in like 6 months on there.
So that's, I don't know. It's still kind of like I'm not opposed to it, but I'm not like actively pursuing it.
Yeah,
you know,
if it
like-
comes, it comes.
Yeah, like I get asked to do stuff.
So,
I'm open to it.
Is there also a big, because I know in LA and like the big cities, there is a big like influencer scene,
Mm-hmm.
but all the models and everybody you work with, it seems like there's a big influencer scene out here too then, right? Or
I don't know.
Is there?
Honestly, I feel like the models I work with, they're mainly like, they are influencers, but they're not like in the scene, if that makes
okay,
sense.
they just do little work
They
here
just
and
kinda,
there
like,
and
do
stuff.
their own
Okay,
thing,
cool,
yeah.
cool, cool.
Got
Because
it.
I was gonna, I don't know anything about.
Yeah,
Because that's
no.
like a whole scene in
Yeah.
LA, New York. That's
The
like a
whole
whole
thing.
thing.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of seen it because like one of my friends had got invited to like this Phoenix Suns like jersey launch or
Oh, yeah.
something, and then she invited me, so I went with her, and there was like other girls like there
Yeah.
that have like social media, but it was not. I don't know. I don't feel like it's like a friend group or anything. It's just like everybody's doing their own thing.
Got it.
Is there other? I know you collab a lot with them, but is there other stores that you like work with or are cool with, or?
I know like basically almost all the other.
You got any beef with any of them?
Not really.
That's what he really wanted to ask. That's what he was trying to get to.
Not really. There's no beef or nothing. I do mainly talk to all of them.
I wanted to ask about like collabs and stuff because like
Yeah, no, I have thought about that.
That'd be a good idea. That'd be a good
I had
idea.
talked to one girl about collabing with her store because she was on the west side, but we just never pulled through with it.
Okay, because yeah, that was a big thing when me and Frankie came together. I sell shirts, he sells shirts, but he let me pull up in his store, and it was like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
good for both of us.
Yeah.
and I feel like a lot of people are scared that
To do that.
but when you do it, it like
It helps.
breaks through.
Yeah, it was a
No,
big
I
community
mean,
thing.
I've done pop-ups here before, and I have like other girls come and
Yeah.
like sell their stuff. But yeah, I haven't collabed yet with another boutique. That would be cool though.
That'd be really cool because I've never seen that. Yeah, I mean, it's not something that
I'm
like.
gonna have to circle back with that girl.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm
You
like,
should.
do you still want to come?
I'm sure she would because
Yeah, because she's on the west side, so it's
Gotcha.
like we're on two opposite sides of town. You know.
That would be
Get your
perfect.
communities together because that's what we did. We got our communities together and helped out a lot.
I do feel like in the girl community, it's not as the same as guys. Like I see guys have like events all the time, but like girls
Yeah.
is more like everyone does their own thing. in a
Like
way.
you don't. It's harder to get your guys' communities together. You think?
I don't want to say harder because like when I have had events, like it does work, but
Okay. It's just
I'm
more.
trying to think of the
Guys is more
word.
casual. Like
Yeah, guys are more casual, and it's just
Gotcha.
like it's whatever, you know.
Gotcha.
You gotta switch it up. You gotta be the one.
I know, you gotta have to break
feel,
it.
I do feel like I've been like a trailblazer for like the
For sure.
like boutique fashion like here, so I'm like
Yeah.
maybe I gotta be the one to start it.
that's a good one.
That's the thing. You do sometimes have to
You gotta kick it off. Yeah.
Frankie used to do that too. Just reach out to. He's told me so many times about people he's met, and I'm like, "How do you know him?" He's like, "I just DM'd
reached
him."
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean, the friends that I have that are like influencers. That's kind of like
What happened.
what happened. Yeah, like Jazz. She's like one of my best friends now, and she slid in my DM asking, like, "Hey, do you need a model?" And I was like, "All right, pull up,"
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy how like some of your best friends now are like from business? Because you
No,
like, work
like my
together
life is like so different than before. And then like to my other friend Irel, like that's kind of how I met her as well. It was like, you're pretty, can I take pictures of you?
Yeah. It works out.
Yeah, and then now we're like celebrating birthdays together and stuff
Oh,
like
Nice.
that. So.
That's dope. Want to do a little red flag?
Everybody's eating. Yeah. Let's do the
This or that?
Yeah, let's do this or that.
So,
Hey, we could do red flag, green flag.
the red flag, green flag is crazy though. I don't know if we want to do that right there.
Let's just do some this or that. So we're just gonna ask one thing or the other thing, and you let us know. You could explain it too if you want, or you could just
No explanations. No
All right,
explanations.
bet, all right.
I'm gonna just tell you.
Okay.
I like that. So tacos or burritos?
Tacos.
Oh, okay.
Are we talking like asada? Or are we talking like what are we talking
said
like?
just
No,
answer.
No explanation.
no explanation. But we want a little more detail. Would you if you also like the taco side? Now, would you say asada or pollo, or what would you say like
Asada. I think
asada?
for either.
Classic.
I think tacos are better because with the burrito, you got to keep putting the
Nah, dude.
salsa like every
This
bite.
burrito is too much food.
I love a burrito.
Oh, it's too much.
It's just like everything squished together.
I love it.
I like a plate. Like, give me the beans and the rice.
You
on
like
the
it separate?
side,
I'm not gonna lie. I do. That should be on here. The plate. I'll choose the plate.
Yeah.
Give me the burrito all day. I want it all mixed
You wanna-
together. Sauce
you wanna
all over
stuff
that
it down.
one. Yeah, I love that one. Anyways,
You
we'll
like
go
the
next one.
long boy.
Take it easy, my guy.
Go.
Pause.
Yo, why did you type this like this? Hot Cheetos? Cheetos, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, Cheetos or Takis?
Cheetos, hot Cheetos. I don't like Takis.
Yeah, me neither. I don't like. You like Takis?
I love
huh?
Takis because
He always like
they're corn, bro. They're the corn tortilla versus the Cheeto is plastic.
But Cheetos been doing it, bro.
Yeah, Cheetos is OG.
It's OG. You
I
can't
know, but
touch the
Takis came in and said, "You know what? We're gonna roll up a little tortilla. We're gonna all right, anyways.
All right. Oh wow, this is controversial.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Do you like tall men or the short kings? Short men or tall men?
I'm tall, so
How tall are you?
How tall are
I'm
you?
5'7". So
Oh yeah, I think.
Is that your
my-
height?
at least 2 inches taller than me.
Okay.
Okay, got you.
Okay, so like
I
5'9"
think my
and
roommate's
up.
like 5'10". He's not that much. He
Oh,
is
so
taller. Yeah, he is taller actually.
Okay, just not shorter.
Not shorter.
Got it. Oh yeah, night out or stay in?
Stay in probably. Yeah.
Stay in. Do you like to go out when you do, or
Yeah, I do every now and then. I don't mind it. It could be fun. That I think when I get like recognized the most is like random being out,
When you go out?
Because yeah, that's where they're all wearing this.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
But if it's really up to me, like I just want to chill.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good idea too. I feel like if you were out more, you would probably make a lot more like customers,
for a
'cause-
little while,
True.
like I was like always meeting girls out, and like I've done like collabs with the clubs and stuff like that, where like I'll
okay.
host a night,
Oh, wow.
and then
Wow.
they'll give away like gift
How'd that go?
cards. It goes good. It
Really?
goes good when I've done it.
That's a good idea.
Because that's a lot. That's like where your customer's at, right? I mean, some of them.
Yeah, I feel like it just depends, like for the most part, I feel like my customer is just like girls who like to dress up. I do have like casual stuff too. So
Mm-hmm.
like higher quality basics,
Just essentials.
essentials. Yeah. I have like a little bit of everything. So
Gotcha.
like
Okay.
for the most part, you can step in and find something.
For what you're gonna do today.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
For what you're going to do. But like, yeah, dinner, stuff like that. So
Okay.
when I talk to girls like that come in throughout the day or throughout the week, it is always like a variation. Like I do get the girls who like work at the club and go out, but then I also get like just like it's
Every
a
day.
girl's birthday dinner or something like that.
Like that.
yeah, like this one.
That's like a everyday type style. Summer or winter?
summer.
Summer
Yeah, I don't like being
summer
cold.
vibes.
My feet get cold really easily.
with the Crocs. You like to have the toes out. That's why. With the
I
Crocs.
didn't put socks on today.
Dang. She said, I don't give a shit about. Hey, she's like, don't get my feet on the podcast.
Yeah, don't get my feet. I couldn't find my shoes.
Damn, I think I go win. It's too hot out here, bro. They always ask, like, are you used to the heat? Hell no.
No, I like wearing hoodies and sweaters, and I like winter wear.
I like the fashion in the winter, but it's not like cool winter here, you know?
Gotcha.
That's true.
It's just
It doesn't get
dry
that cold.
here.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It does get cold. It's just dry cold.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's not like a fun cold. I got
It's
you.
But it
not
also
a
doesn't
cold-
get cold enough to like wear like, you know, a big jacket or
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
in
yeah.
the middle, you know, like if you're walking around with like a big ass trench coat,
Right.
It's not really, I don't know.
not that-
It's not
Yeah,
that cold.
it's not that cold.
Yeah. All right, that was it for the
Yeah, that was easy.
this or that.
Yeah, that one was easy. We took it easy on her.
Yeah, we should have did some crazy ones.
we did a little crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, so so just jumping back into the store, what do you have coming up? I know you said you have this collection. How far out do you usually
Like work on them.
Yeah, planning.
We started working on the Valentine's collection in December, so not
gotcha.
too far
Okay.
out. It just depends, honestly. I do want to do something for like Coachella. I know like a lot of people
nice.
go, and I don't
Looking
know.
for fits, yeah.
I've never done a collection for it, so that's something I want to do. And then usually like I'll do something for like I do like a swimwear drop usually every
nice.
year. So in the
For
summer,
summer?
yeah, I'll do.
do you
like
have a favorite collection that you've done? Oh, like a
that's
specific
kind of
one?
hard.
Like a
That's a good
I
question.
don't know, like a fall or
Yeah, I did a fall collection maybe like 3-4 years ago. That was really good. It was like all nudes.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking of in my head.
It was
yeah.
fire. Some of the collections I've done before, like I kind of think about like redoing them because I'm like they were
Yeah.
ahead of their time. Like I
Gotcha.
need
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
redo it.
Yeah, I feel the same way sometimes when that happens. Yeah.
Yeah, like I did like a New Year's collection with one of my friends like 4 years ago, and then we were just looking at the pictures and video. I'm like, that would still hit today.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a sign that you're killing
yeah,
it.
I'm like, it was still good.
Is there something that you see that's coming up that you're like, that's the next trend?
That's the next
wave,
wave?
yeah.
I do think like higher quality basics are gonna be like in for a minute. Like I'm getting some stuff this week that's like a little like yoga pants set with like the matching top. Like I've been seeing it all over TikTok. So
Okay.
I picked it up.
Nice. And is that where you find a lot of trends too? Is TikTok?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I'm like, oh, I saw that was cute. I'm gonna try to like find a version of it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
because a lot of views and engagement and stuff like that on there.
Yeah, that's one I still have to master. You know.
Got it. You talked about a little bit about like the business here, and the highs and lows.
Yeah.
We're talking about within business, like you know,
Yes.
good years or months, bad months or years.
Yes.
This year, let me ask you this: have you ever thought about going away from retail?
I think as much as I do photography too. So like that's kind of like my other space where I could get to be creative. And I don't think I'll ever want to get rid of the shop, but maybe just more so like me not physically being here.
That's
as
the goal.
often. Yes.
Gotcha.
But even when I do have help, I always end up here. So that's like something I have to work on.
Got it.
You know, because it's like if I have someone who's being paid to be here, then I just still pull up. Like, what's the point?
Because you just love being here.
Yeah. Oh, I'm like, oh, I need to do this. I need to do this. And then I come
Got
and do
it.
it.
You have to come here to the store to do it.
Yeah. I
Gotcha.
mean, I know I could work on it. Like I've thought about before when I had help and how I was managing it and like kind of trying to learn from it. So now when I do have the same amount of help, I know that I will steer it differently.
Got
If
it.
that makes sense.
Yeah. You
And I
it
learn from my mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's always learning. I feel like, you know, you're going
Oh,
to,
for sure.
you know, it's because there's really no guide to this. It's not like you could be like, okay, this month I'm going to do this. Like you could say I'm going to do it, but you don't know how the outcome is going to be.
Yeah, there's no guide for sure, but I do think you have to just plan and then it's not going to fall
100%.
through
yeah.
exactly, but at least that's close to the plan, you know?
Sure.
It's like I try
Yeah.
to give myself like sales goals for the month and then like I'll break it
good.
down into the weeks.
Got it.
So just also kind of planning around like what do we have going on in the city? Like Bad Bunny is coming to town this
Oh, yeah, that's
this
right.
month.
Yep.
So I kind of have to prep for that.
Because you get busy because you'd sell some Bad Bunny type like
yeah,
merch
not only
type
that,
stuff.
but like girls, well, just outfits for the concert.
For the
Like,
concert,
What,
oh, gotcha.
what are you gonna wear to the Bad Bunny concert?
Got it. That's a good one.
And
a
then
really
like
good one.
I'll do a video around it,
That's
like
what I was
Right.
that's what I was
outfits we
thinking.
would wear to Bad Bunny, or our newest arrivals for Bad Bunny, something like that. you know?
Yeah. Because he's come a couple times, and you usually do really well when that happens.
Yeah, when Drake came last year too, that was really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that whole week we were like, people were like, my order didn't come. I gotta get something. That happens a lot too. Like people order something online and then like it doesn't come in time or they don't like it. Then they're like, oh, I'm just gonna go because I could try it on.
Oh, okay. Do you do like returns?
No, I'm saying like they don't order from me, but like if they
a
order
different
like
business.
online, you know, like an online store.
Yeah. And if they don't like it, and they come in. Yeah, I got
it's
you.
like it's like almost like a
They're like, girl, you should have came here in the first place.
for I don't judge. I'm like, girl, you can
This ain't the backup.
Yeah, I ain't the backup.
This is the first one.
No, but yeah, like that just happens. I think that's just like a thing as a girl though. Like you like shop everywhere.
I think that's just consumers now
In general,
online. Like nobody wants to go to the store. No one really goes.
They
to the
want it
mall.
next day.
Yeah,
they don't want to leave their
with
house.
The quickness.
Yeah. While they're at work, they hit check out and then
Right.
get it when they get home or whatever.
No,
yeah.
for sure, convenience.
Yeah, convenience.
Convenience.
Yeah, with those highs and lows, tell me if you feel like this. I always feel like before an event, I'm having like a rough day or rough week, and I'm like, damn, I want to quit. I'm over it. Like, this shit is too hard. But then you have like a good event. You're like, I'm the fucking man or I'm the woman. Like, they can't fuck with me.
Killed
like,
it. He's killed
Like
I'm
nobody told me
it.
nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Do you feel like that?
No, for sure. I mean, I've had this store for 7 years now, so there's been multiple times where I'm like, I'm just gonna give up, or like the situation like I was telling you guys, my dad wants me to start a different business. You know, I'm like, I want to sometimes, but I feel like I can't. You know.
Got it.
Why do you?
Like,
Why do you feel like you can't?
I don't know, because I feel like I don't really want to give up. Like
Yeah.
Okay.
I just feel like that in that moment. You know.
Got it.
Like it would defeat the purpose of like everything I've done up until this point. Like,
And you're passionate about it.
no, yeah, like I think like once I'm actually like doing a project, like taking the pictures and all of that, and I'm like, this is why I do it.
Yeah.
You know, like putting something together, literally like creating something out of nothing is what I've done my whole life.
Yeah.
So like my whole career, that's what I've done. You know, like I literally started the store from like scratch. So
Yeah. It's hard to manage those emotions, I think, too, in the beginning. It's just not, because you just don't know, right?
Yeah,
it's just
it's
like,
uncertain.
it's super uncertain. Like you feel down. Maybe you had a tough week, like you said, or whatever, or showing. And then all of a sudden, one day could just turn that whole thing around.
One collection.
One
no,
collection,
literally
anything,
one
yeah.
drop, and then I'm good.
Right
I'm
back.
back on top. You
You're
know,
back on
like
top. Yeah. But it's just those, there's such
the
highs,
lows,
such lows. Yeah.
The lows could be really low. Then you just feel like giving up. I think too, like for me, like I am very like, I don't say I'm very emotional, but like I am pretty like in tune. So like something goes wrong in my personal life, then I'll just be like, okay, I gotta take it easy, you know? And then like I end up kind of not slowing down, but like not going as hard as I normally would, you know?
Gotcha.
So like even like my friends or my boyfriend would tell me like, oh, like I like when you're like passionate about it. It's just like when something upsets me, then I'm just like, I don't want to do anything, but I have to, you know. It's like it's also discipline. It's kind of like the gym. Like sometimes you don't want to go to the gym, but
Those are the days.
The
You have
results
to
you
go.
need. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
So-
That's a good way to put it. It's like, if you want the results,
no, for sure,
like you have to show up. You have to do
Mm-hmm.
these things. It's not like, hey, I think about it or whatever it is.
Yeah, and a lot of it is mental work too, because like you have to plan, schedule.
Sure.
You know, like
It's all prep
it's all
work.
prep, yeah, for like the day of the shoot, or looking at inventory, like what are we gonna bring in this month, and pre-planning like the spreadsheets, stuff like that. So
So sorry, Dad. She's not leaving. I'm not leaving. Like
yeah,
Wolf of
no.
Wall Street.
Well, he's
Next year we see her. Melody's
selling
like,
cars.
she's like 2005 Lexus IS 500
no, if
whatever.
you see me selling cars, I'm helping him.
Yeah.
But
But we'll still be.
Hey,
I'm so
but with the fit on, comes with the fit. She's like with the Lexus. Yeah, yeah.
for
See her
real.
rolling
That'd be a killer,
Hey,
dude.
I
You're
did-
selling cars and
I
fits.
did help him sell a truck, and that was pretty cool.
You liked
oh
it.
no! So you're passionate about it.
No, I'm just saying, like, it
kidding.
was cool that I could help him, you
Yeah,
know.
for
But like,
sure.
I don't want to have a car.
Listen, you're already
dealership.
taking pictures. You're already doing everything. Like, you got it.
I could do it for any business essentially, you
yeah.
know. But The store is my baby, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, it's gone through so much. This is the longest I've ever done anything.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm like, I don't know. I can't stop doing the shop.
Well, yeah, it's an amazing brand. And obviously, this is beyond the brand. So
Yeah.
we like to ask, one of our favorite questions is, to end it off, is why do you do what you do? Like, some people do it for maybe fame. They want to be famous in the city. Or some people do it because they want to make the most money out of everyone. Do you have a reason why you do it, or maybe even multiple reasons?
Yeah, I don't think it's ever been money or fame, to be honest. I think I just wanted to create, like, creating is mainly my purpose. I wanted to create, like, a space in the city that was, like, for all women, you know, like, could come find something. Like, I have, like, lashes. We carry shoes too. So, like, kind of a little bit of a one-stop shop, but mainly creating, I think, is the biggest reason I've stuck to it.
Because that's how you started.
That is
Like,
how I started. Yeah, photography
creative,
was
yeah.
like my first passion, and I've been able to use that to, like, grow the business.
Hit the applause. What are you doing?
Wait, I don't know which one it is.
Second from the left. Second down. There we go.
I didn't want to hit that one we hit earlier. It was like crickets. After
No.
she says that,
I know.
crickets?
Oh, the crickets. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we have a cricket one.
But
But
like, oh, that was not
Yeah, that
inspirational
wasn't-
at all.
No.
I would like to do, like, maybe I have thought about, like, doing, like, some sort of class or something that's like, so you want to be a business owner for women, but
Yeah.
I feel like I need to put that together, like, so well, because now other people's, like, careers would not depend on it, but, like, they would take my advice, you know.
sure, and apply it. Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, I want to curate that, like, super well
That would be
before
fire.
I did something like that. But that is something that I've thought about for, like, the last few years.
Yeah, that's. I would definitely. I know you're so busy, but try and take time to, like, at least
Yeah.
put an outline together. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I also want to do a planner,
That's a good idea. Yeah, it's a good idea.
like a MG shop planner.
Yeah.
That's on my vision board for this year.
Oh,
That's what we're going to ask you, too, I think, to wrap up is, like, what do you got going on there for the rest of the year?
Just keeping the shop
open.
not open,
Keeping the door open.
keeping it full and keeping it like nicely picked. Like, I don't want it to just be like crap put
Curated.
together. Very curated has been my goal for, like, for sure the last year. Like, quality over quantity. Hopefully gonna do, like, our own line of basics.
Cool.
So it'll just be like
nice.
MG the label.
Yep.
That'll be fun.
That'll be something that should come this year. And yeah, maybe, like, more events. Like, I want to host more events here because I have the space for it.
Okay, got
sure.
a great space, location, everything like that. And
If
just-
you do them, we'll pop out.
yeah, pop out. And there's, you know, I loved getting the community together. That was, like,
Yeah.
my thing, man. I loved it.
Yeah,
it's the
fun.
best. Yeah. Well, look out for that. Look out for the reels that she's dropping. Like, every day, it feels like.
Yeah,
I
how
know,
do we
I
know?
do post
Crazy.
a lot
I
of
like
content.
it. You
yeah.
need to.
No,
Got to, yeah.
I like it. So look out for. What's the Instagram?
It's Maleny G Shop, just all
Maleny
together.
G Shop. Yeah, I think that's it.
Any discounts you're offering lately or anything like that?
Always
Do I
looking
get
for a
coupon code?
discount.
I can make a coupon code.
Okay,
Ooh,
let's do a coupon code.
What do you
Let's-
guys want it to be?
We'll talk about it after then. We'll
Well,
do
we
the
gotta
coupon.
let them know.
Okay.
What are
Well-
we thinking?
Well, let's do MG. And what's the percentage you're willing to do?
15.
Okay, MG15.
MG15.
Let's do
Damn, we
MG15.
just,
If you made it to the end of the
They're
pod.
gonna say we just punked her for that.
No,
bro.
no. Did we punk you for that?
No,
Okay,
I have
okay.
other coupon codes for,
Okay,
like,
gotcha.
the girls and stuff. So
MG15.
I made Gibby one because he always, every time
This fool said, he said 100% off
he said,
though.
use code Gibby for 100% off. Like, Gibby, I'm gonna make you a real code, but it's
Yeah,
not
not
gonna
that.
be 100.
That was funny. I saw it. He's like, something code Gibby for 100% off and it's on him at the front or something like that. I was like,
he
dang,
was
take it
dropping
easy.
me awesome shirts.
That was funny,
Oh,
man.
man.
But yeah, no, thank you. We really appreciate
No,
you
thank you
joining
guys for having
the
me.
pod. Yeah, a lot of good information. And yeah,
And we didn't even say it. This was our first woman that we
I
have
told
on.
her it's
You
my
did?
first woman,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. A lot of people have been hitting me.
Thanks
Wanted
for the
to.
honor. Yeah,
She's
she was
like,
the one
hey,
who
you
told
need a
me.
woman on. And I'm like, well, let me know. She mentioned you.
Yeah,
So,
she was the one who, like, was like, my friends have a podcast. They're gonna reach out
yeah,
to you.
this
I'm
is
like,
perfect.
yeah.
Thank you
This is
so
awesome.
much.
Yeah,
But
thank
we
you.
out.
Yeah,
Peace.
we out. Peace.